the Berkley Cherrywood is a 2-piece fishing rod, and yet mine is 3 pieces. So that's right-hand acting satchel viewers. There is wind, and we are going to dive into this fishing rod, and just, I'm going to give you my honest opinion, because in case you haven't noticed by the math I just gave you, it broke. So I just want to let you guys know about this rod, tell you how I think, tell you how I broke it, and give you a lot of advice before you potentially waste your money buying this rod. So, for starters, let's just start at the butt of the rod. Nice butt. The cork is kind of lacking in my opinion. It's got decent corking, but if you I'm gonna put it directly on the cork. Not that makes a difference, but mainly so I can grab another rod. So yeah, if you take a peek at the cork of this rod, which is now rolling away, let me bring it back into the light. There, so take a peek at the cork. It's decent, but then you look at the corking of this Cabela's whooping stick rod right here, and the corking is visibly better on the Cabela's version than the Berkley. So, but I'm interested to see Berkley making fishing rods because I mainly thought that they made, like, sunglasses and other, like, baits and stuff. One thing that this rod has, and I'm really actually a fan of, is this little hook holder. Now, I know that might not seem like much, but it's actually pretty effective. The real, grip, I know there's a word for this, comment it down below, but this part of it, I find to didn't grip it super well. I still have a little bit of jiggle. I was using the Dio Alexa on it. If you haven't seen that, go check out the video that I'll probably link in the top right-hand corner right about now. But that's what I was using on it, and I found that it didn't grip it super well. It still did pretty well, though. One other, let's keep moving on. The top right there, I'm not sure how much you can see, but it's kind of coming undone just a little bit. And I've only had this rod for, I don't know, I've only had this rod for around 4 months or so, and it's already, I use it regularly, but it's still, in my opinion, too new to be as beat up as it kind of is. I'm not sure if you can see this scratch, but it's got a pretty bad scratch right here next to the Berkley symbol. And yeah, I feel like there's a lot they could have done better. Mind you, this rod is only like, I think it's 30 normally, and I got it on sale for like 25 or 20. So, it's not an expensive rod by any means. But, so, I think in that sense, it might just be better. It's a very good rod. Just buy it, I think. It depends how badly you need a rod. If you really want a nice one that's not going to break, don't do it. And just save the money and go for one a little bit nicer. Now, this is the part that fractured, actually, surprisingly. That's one of the reasons I normally get 2-piece rods, is because normally, rather than breaking, the second half will pop off before it will break, which is really nice. Unfortunately, this rod did not do that. It popped right here, and this is where it's supposed to connect. So that was a little bit disappointing. In complete fairness, I was throwing crab traps with it, and it's not a crab trap rod. This rod is a, let's see, Cherrywood medium. It's a medium rod, so probably way too light to be using for throwing crab traps. But yeah, let's see. It also says it's for a lure of 1/8 to 3/4 ounce. They don't give line size, which is kind of odd. But yeah, by Berkley, it's the Cherrywood. So I wouldn't really count that as a conduit. It's held up pretty well. In my opinion, it's more of a medium light. It is, like, the action is quite light, in my opinion. Like, it bends quite easy with anything on the line. So, I think it's more of a medium light. I think it's a little bit over-advertised to say that this is a medium. But, yeah. The guides are pretty decent. I don't know what else to say. It's really, really thick right here. So, it'll catch you just about anything. Just be really careful on what you're throwing, and don't try too hard to force it against a snag, because I could also see it popping. I was dumb and did not listen to it when it was telling me it was going to break, and I kept pushing it. So I put it through a lot of abuse, but I'd say it's still worth your money, especially for the relatively cheap price tag it did come out. definitely still worth your money. What you're gonna want to be throwing with this rod are, it's a great rod for bass. I actually got it originally for bass fishing, not saltwater. So and the saltwater has kind of corroded just a tad bit the rings, the guides. So, but that's not surprising. Saltwater corrodes just about everything. What you're gonna want to be throwing with that is something like a Trench Hog, Guggen Squad. Go shop Guggen Squad. I'm not sponsored by Guggen Squad now, but I hope to be soon. And with that, I can kind of just say that kind of sums it all up. Durability, I will say give it a 10 because I did not use this as a fishing rod. I used it as a crabbing rod. So for fishing, it held up really well, and that's all I can say, because even in saltwater when I was fishing it, it was still doing super well. Well, I thank you for your time. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe for other videos. Go check out my other content on other reviews and rods, on what you probably will want to buy instead of this rod if you want an upgrade, or for other types of fishing. Thank you so much for watching. Here, Untitled Chapter, signing off.